It's your boy Evie. You're watching EV Family ENT. And if you like what you see, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button so you could become part of EV's family. JT01, Jackson Pierce. Thank you, Elena, for the request. We're doing Struggling. This is a lyric video too. So you made sure to send me the lyric video, so I'm wondering why we got the lyrics. What is happening in this track to make me have lyrics? And then also, I don't know if it's, I'm guessing this is a deep, well, actually, no, I take that back. It is a deep song because look at the start of it right here. You got something hanging right here with a pill on it. And then the title of the track is called Struggling. So this is probably going to be about drugs, and it's probably going to be a deep track. So thank you, Elena. Let's get it. Let's go.
Never thought that I'd make it out the struggle. Saw my life going down around a funnel. Now I'm climbing to the top, head spinning, call my shot, babe, twinning like I'm running out of double. Trying to keep my composure, knowing that it's over.
Okay, I gotta pay attention on this. Damn it, I'm over here looking at the chat. Can't do that on this track.
Never thought that I'd make it out the struggle. Saw my life going down around a funnel. Now I'm climbing to the top, head spinning, call my shot, babe, twinning like I'm running out of double. Trying to
big twinning like I'm running out of double, but a twin and double, but then also kind of sounded like you said like 20, which would be 2 10s, which would be double. That's a reach. That's a reach. But at the end of the day, the twin and the double, that was cool.
Never thought that I'd make it out the struggle. Saw my life going down around a funnel. Now I'm climbing to the top, head spinning, call my shot, babe, twinning like I'm running out of double. Trying to keep my composure, knowing that it's over. Telling myself that I'm a soldier. Done playing this game, I fold my hands. It's time that I really get sober. Now I know I seem confident, like I'm standing on a monument. Got a battle brewing up inside my head, I'm enraged, hating all the time that I spent. Trying to stay straight, but in the ashtray, end up back in the back cave with no vaccine. How can I?
Oh, that was fire. End up in the back cave with no vaccine. He's not talking about an actual vaccine. He's talking about, there's no vaccine for this addiction. Like, I can't get over this addiction. I'm right back in the ashtray. I feel confident. It's about struggling through addiction and what addiction can do to you. And you guys already know I know this firsthand. Well, would that be firsthand? It would be secondhand, right? From my brother. Like, I've seen this a lot, and all my friends and whatnot. So I'm not gonna go down that route again. And I'm pretty sure I think this is Jackson rapping right now because it sounds like his voice, but I haven't heard too much JT01, so I don't remember his voice too much, so I'm pretty sure this is Jackson though. And Jackson already knows because I go in his lives a lot. He already knows somewhat of my story as well, so I don't have to keep explaining that, But that's what the song is talking about. But I like this rhyme scheme.
Trying to keep my composure, knowing that it's over. Telling myself that I'm a soldier. Done playing this game, I fold my hands. It's time that I really get sober. Now I know I seem confident, like I'm standing on a monument. Got a battle brewing up inside my head, I'm enraged, hating all the time that I spent. Trying to stay straight, but in the ashtray, end up back in the back cave with no vaccine. How can I stay clean? Living in between it, I see vacuum, getting all hyped to my caffeine. All these uppers have a way of bringing me down. Synthetic energy not around. It's fucking hard for me to just not break down.
Oh, I gotta talk about that part, y'all, because that's me. Like, you say what you want. I'm prescribed Adderall. I take 30 milligram Adderall, which is the highest milligram you could take of Adderall every day. Okay? So for me, I already know when he said the whole uppers. And then on top of that, but for me, Adderall doesn't do, because I actually have ADHD, right? So for me, it's not going to keep me up like someone like Upchurch 3 days. Passion, motherfucker. No, but that's just not going to keep me up for days and days and days. And it does still give me energy, but it also focuses me in, right? So it does part of what it's supposed to do. Do I think it's good for you at all? No, I don't. Am I like condoning it? No, I'm not. I'm just simply saying this part I can relate to because I drink coffee on top of it too. And the taking it every day does cause a stray to you, you know? It definitely causes a stray to you because especially for me, when I get so focused in on something, I won't stop that. I won't stop doing what I need to do, especially when I'm like trying to fix things on here that mess up on YouTube and I need something right. Like I worked on the damn logo for 2.5 hours yesterday. Like I won't stop doing that until I get something done, which at that point, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll stay up till 6 or 7 in the morning to get whatever that project is done. So in a way, it's very helpful, but in another way, it's not helpful.
Try to stay straight, but in the ashtray, end up back in the back cave with no vaccine. How can I stay clean? Living in between it, I see vacuum, getting all hyped to my caffeine. All these uppers have a way of bringing me down. Synthetic energy not around. It's fucking hard for me to just not break down. Pathetic that I let it control my movements, kind of like kinetic, poetic. The aesthetic of the situation.
Kind of like kinetic, control my movement.
Every way like I'm fucking magnetic, but I'm ready.
I get pulled every way like I'm fucking magnetic. Actually, I'm going to go back and let the verse lay out because I can catch the bars. I'm catching the bars. I can explain them too. But he's actually telling a story, so I don't want to do that to Jackson. I want the story to actually be showcased. I know I have a bad habit because I love catching bars. So I have a bad habit of pausing and being a reactor. I want to explain the bar or whatever story it makes me bring up. But when we're talking about a situation like this, I want him to be able to showcase what he's talking about.
In this game, I fold my hands. It's time that I really get sober. Now I know I seem confident, like I'm standing on a monument. Got a battle brewing up inside my head. I'm enraged, hating all the time that I spent. Try to stay straight, but in the ashtray, end up back in the back cave with no vaccine. How can I stay clean? Living in between it, I see vacuum, getting all hyped to my caffeine. All these uppers have a way of bringing me down. Synthetic energy not around. It's fucking hard for me to just not break down. Pathetic that I let it control my movements, kind of like kinetic, poetic. The aesthetic of the situation, pharmacopathetic, being pulled every way like I'm fucking magnetic, but I'm ready. I'm ready for a while now. There ain't no fucking turning back around now. Is this life or death? I know I ain't ready, ain't meant to reach the end yet. Finally figured out that the struggle doesn't have to be real. I learned things the hard way, so what? I turned my fucking life around and now every day I can say that I pray and walked away. Now I control ahead of me, yes. The best days of my life are ahead of me, yes. Shit didn't kill me, I'm stronger, it will always live inside of me. Now I hold the key, and it's time that I share this story with the world to see. If I can do it, you can do it. Only you can decide when it's time to leave. Struggling.
Fire. Effing fire. I know this was Jackson, and this was fire. I like the aspect of it. I like the rhyme scheme he put in there. What he's talking about, I love it because for someone like me, you know, I know we got new people in here now, so that's why. And I said I wasn't really going to talk about it, but there's people in the live right now that may not have seen any of my old requests or my old tracks of talking about this. And if we're on a song like this, I'm going to showcase that. But like the way he just said, you can flip your life around, you can turn your life around. Firsthand, I know that like my mom did that. You know, my mom was very bad into drugs and all this. And then I was what changed that for her. But then my brother, who took his own life from drugs, that had a big play into it, and other things too. And then my best friend, which was my brother, he just OD'd on Percocet, fentanyl, really, because it was we got the report back. It was fentanyl in there. Shocker, right? But that just happened about a month ago. So, and then I've actually lost so far in just this year alone. This year alone, I've lost 2 people, but close to like October and November, I lost 3 more people to the pills thing. So this hits home. But I love that he said you're able to change it and you're able to overcome that. You know, because a lot of people that I know or knew were not able to overcome that. but you can't.
And yet, finally figured out that the struggle doesn't have to be real. I learned things the hard way. So what? I turn my fucking life around, and now every day I can say that I pray walked away. Now I control ahead of me. Yes. The best days of my life are ahead of me. Addiction didn't kill me. I'm stronger. It will always live inside of me. Now I hold the key, and it's time that I share this story with the world to see. If I can do it, you can do it. Only you can decide when it's time to leave.
Struggling. Everyone offs a reason to drug again. Why do I pop and fiend for a bunch of them? And how do I stop these demons from coming in? Struggling. Everyone sees how fucked up the run I'm in. Either they tease, they shut up, or rub it in. Somebody please hush up the suffering. Struggling. All my control's been socked up to nothing, man. All of the blood gets crushed up and cut again. Follow my nose, shit's
all of the blow gets cut up and cut again. I follow my nose, shit stuffed up and up and in. So one thing I can say is when I was going through a whole custody battle and whatnot, like I had to put on document. I literally spoke to the judge and told the judge that I've tried cocaine before. So that's why I don't ever have an issue putting that on my camera or whatnot. And you know, there's a lot of people that talk about things that went on in their life and stuff. And this is a little off topic, but I want to say, you know, it's good to get your story out there and help people. But there's also times like you got to remember everything can be used, and that's it for the future too. Like for me, I went through a custody case, right? And even though the custody case, we both have 50-50 custody, so things are good. Like things all went well, and yes, it's already been proven. I had to go talk to I had to go see GrowthWorks. I had to take drug tests. I had to take alcohol tests. I had to do all this shit. And I never failed on any of them, and everything worked out. But still, if I were to ever get on here and maybe say things that I know would not be true, but like my baby mama would hear that, and even though the custody case is done, she could always go back to court. You know what I mean? Like, and I want other people to understand that when they're talking about their stuff, like you could talk about things and relate to it, but also be careful too, because you never know who is going to try to use something against you. Because 90% of the shit my baby mama said in court was not true. And that's why court went the way it went. Like my baby mama was accusing me of doing drugs with a baby, was accusing me of drinking, of being like a crazy alcoholic. My baby mama accused me of a lot of things, y'all, and none of it was true. And that's why there's 50-50 and there's no child support, either one of us. I proved everything. But you never know who would use something against you. So it's not good, even if you're trying to like relate, it's not good to put something out there unless you feel super positive with people knowing. Now to get back to where I was going with that is, like, I had to tell the judge that I tried cocaine before. So that's why I don't mind putting it here. But I can relate to that though right here. Not to the point, I was never addicted to coke, but I tried it a few times. And not gonna lie, I'm glad that shit was right out the life the few times I tried it, because that I could see how addicting cocaine could be. I could definitely see that, because you talk about having fun, like that shit is fun as hell at times. I'm not condoning for it.
Life are ahead of me. Yes. Addiction didn't kill me. I'm stronger. It will always live inside of me.
Exactly.
Now I hold the key, and it's time that I share this story with the world to see. If I can do it, you can do it. Only you can decide when it's time to leave.
Struggling. Everyone offs a reason to drug again. Why do I pop and fiend for a bunch of them? How do I stop these demons from coming in, hovering, struggling. Everyone sees how fucked up the run I'm in. Either they tease, they shut up, or rub it in. Somebody please help hush up the suffering. Struggling. All my control's been socked up to nothing, man. All of the blood gets crushed up and cut again. Follow my nose, shit snuffed up and up and in, cut again, suffering. Struggling. Nobody knows the rough stuff that I've been in. Wherever I go, it's tough luck. I'm gutted and I'm out in the cold. No such luck recovery.
They want to put my fire out, but I doubt that it'll happen with this rap in my flame.
Oh, wait, who the hell is this? So who was that was just rapping? Oh, I'm so confused now. That was a fire verse, and I think I got the gist of it. The whole song is about struggling, y'all. So I love the rhyme, the fucking flow on that, and the rhyme scheme on that was my favorite part. But I think they're both doing a very good job at showcasing the struggling aspect. But who the hell is this? Because all it says in the title is JT01 featuring Jackson. And I know Jackson was first. I think JT01 was him. But who the fuck is this?
Suffering, struggling. Nobody knows the rough stuff that I've been
hey,
where I go. It's tough luck, I'm got it and I'm out in the cold. No such luck recovery.
They want to put my fire out, but I doubt that it'll happen with this rapping. My flame is high now.
Yeah.
Despite the fact my foot's always aiming for my mouth, I came to play and whoop you. My game is defined now. Every solo going loco, been taking a high route. It's a cold road, though I've been making a drive down. There's an overload of snow, I'm afraid I might wipe out. Lose control from the driver's side door and dive out. Dive out. Why now? I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off.
Dive out, and then why now I'm feeling like I'm upside down. But if you just dove out the damn car, you're upside down. But if you're struggling and you're addicted to something, you don't have that, you're feeling like your life is upside down.
Yeah. Despite the fact my foot's always aiming for my mouth, I came to play and whoop you. My game is defined now. Every solo going loco, been taking a high route. It's a cold road, though I've been making a drive down. There's an overload of snow, I'm afraid I might wipe out. Lose control, open the driver's side door and dive out. Dive out. Why now? I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Find out what I'm concealing inside my hideout. My nouns, no one competing with what I write down. Why, how? I'm open seated just like a nightgown. Night owl, won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now. I wanna make a statement, ain't it flagrant like stampeding into the White House. While out.
Make a statement like stampeding into the White House. That's a fact. I don't even know how the fuck we let that happen. No, he's not talking about the whole Capitol building thing. He's talking at January 5th, which was not fucking stampeding or any of that they try to make it seem. Just so you guys know, 99% of that fucking situation was very peaceful. 99% of it was a protest. There was like 2 people that acted up out of the thousands of people that were there, by the way. So don't believe the news when they tell you bullshit, because there's video proof of that. But he's not talking about that. He was talking about when someone rushed through the White House. I think that's what he's talking about. I think he's talking about when the one guy rushed through the White House, which I don't even know. I was so mad when that happened, because how was someone able to run into the White House like that? How is that even a thing? How does that even happen, yo? That's ridiculous.
I'm afraid I might wipe out, lose control, open the driver's side door and dive out. Dive out. Why now? I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Find out what I'm concealing inside my hideout. My nouns, no one competing with what I write down. Why, how? I'm open seated just like a nightgown. Night owl, won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now. I wanna make a statement, ain't it flagrant like stampeding into the White House. While out. My dark passenger's at it again. I'm lashing out, grabbing the gin. I'm mad and thrashing and adamant then. I open my mouth and smash another Ativan in me. Comatose on the couch is how my Saturday ends. These coke and overdoses are getting sad and intensely. Hopeless didn't know that this shit would rattle my sense. Weed smoking didn't notice shit getting bad as it is. Freak out. I need.
Hey, did you hear? Look at what he said though. He said, you know, I'm one for like, yeah, I've never thought weed is an issue ever, right? Ever. I just don't personally smoke. I can't. I'm in the military, but I also don't smoke because I did smoke when I was younger, and I smoked avidly, like all the time, 24/7. I was a huge pothead for years, and then I stopped because I got on probation, and then I just didn't like it again. But I'm an avid person saying, yeah, weed is good. You know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But I brought that up to say at this part, he talked about it after he talked about the Ativan and this and these drugs keep pulling me in, these pills are pulling me in. He said, you know, I'm weed smoking and I'm doing this. But I think the reason he added the weed smoking part in there is because even though there is nothing wrong with it per se, it still does affect other drugs as well. You know, and a lot of people go about it as they can do whatever, and then they'll just smoke weed too. And I know a lot of people go about that because they don't look at weed as a same drug as the other ones. But when you mix them together, it causes more problems for you. So that's the only thing I wanted to talk about when it came to that. I don't want anyone to get misled and think I'm someone against the weed, because I'm not, and I never have.
I'm open seated just like a nightgown. Night owl, won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now. I wanna make a statement, ain't it flagrant like stampeding into the White House. While out. My dark passenger's at it again. I'm lashing out, grabbing the gin. I'm mad and thrashing an adamant den. I open my mouth and smash another Ativan. And me comatose on the couch is how my Saturday ends. These coke and overdoses are getting sad and intensely hopeless. Didn't know that this shit would rattle my sense. Weed smoking, didn't notice shit getting bad as it is. Freak out. I need help, scream shouting and getting mad at my kids. Full of splatter, I'm pissed. Fully scattered, dismissed. Can't remember a time in my life it was sadder than this. Climbing out this hole, I hope the pulley ladder would lift me out. Instead I ended up back on the shattering spliffs. Battle the ship, I took a shot at getting off of the falling path and I missed. Struggling.
I battled ship. I took a path off the fall, whatever, however you just said it, but I missed. Like, I tried to get off of this struggling aspect. I tried to take a different path. I've tried different routes. I've tried different things, and nothing seems to work. It just keeps pulling me back in. That's fire that he said it. And again, this is a verse that I'm probably going to go back a little bit and actually let him get his story out like I did with Jackson. And shout out to you, Jackson. That's in the chat, by the way. I seen you join. Thank you, Jackson. But like, they're also you got to understand, they're rapping their ass off. And I love bars. I love trying to catch bars. So I want to catch them. And that's why you hear me screaming it sometimes during the song, because I want to showcase I caught the bar. But also, this is a serious topic. And I personally feel like this is a topic that should be talked about more and more and more because of everything I already brought up. So we're going to go back and let him spit the whole verse now that we kind of got through most of it.
Control, open the driver's side door and dive out. Why now? I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Find out what I'm concealing inside my hideout. Mine now's no one competing with what I write down. Why, how? I'm open seated just like a nightgown. Night owl won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now. I want to make a statement. Ain't a flagrant like stampeding into the White House. While out. My dark passenger's at it again. I'm lashing out, grabbing the gin. I'm mad and thrashing an adamant den. I open my mouth and smash another Ativan. And me comatose on the couch is how my Saturday ends. These coke and overdoses are getting sad and intensely hopeless. Didn't know that this shit would rattle my sense. Weed smoking, didn't notice shit getting bad as it is. Freak out. I need help, scream shouting and getting mad at my kids. Full of splatter, I'm pissed. Fully scattered, dismissed. Can't remember a time in my life it was sadder than this. Climbing out this hole, I hope the pulley ladder would lift me out. Instead I ended up back on the shattering spliffs. Battle the ship, I took a shot at getting off of the falling path and I missed.
Struggling. Everyone off's a reason to drug again. Why do I pop and fiend for a bunch of them? How do I stop these demons from coming in, hovering, coming in, struggling? Everyone sees how fucked up the running. Either they tease, they shut up, or rub it in.
Either they tease, or they teach, tease, shut up, or rub it in. And this was another thing that I didn't talk about this the first go around, but this is another big topic as well. Joyner Lucas, when they just did that song like that with Joyner Lucas and Jelly Roll. It was cool because Joyner Lucas did it in a way where you got to see both sides, and I thought that was really, really good. But this is kind of the same aspect he's talking about. And he's like, either people shut up and they just let you do something, or people try to teach you. And most of the time when that happens, they're trying to teach you about something they don't know about, no matter what they can read about, no matter what type of opinion they can have, they do not know about, like, people that have a very addictive a personality and are addicted to something. And then especially when you add being addicted to drugs specifically, but just overall as an addictive personality, like that shit is not something that is just easily broken. You know, and people a lot of times come at it that way, and then others just shut up and they'll condone it with you or for you. That doesn't help. I honestly don't know the way that helps, to be honest, because I don't think you should just shut up. I don't think that I don't think that it's okay to condone it either, but I also don't think it's okay to bash them about it, because that's what people do too, and that shit doesn't work. So I honestly don't see either side. I don't know what works. The conclusion I got in my head is, what I feel is what works is you have to show that person that's dealing with it something that means so much to them that's more powerful than the addiction, and you got to get them to focus on that. Because I feel that's the only way they're going to change anything, right? And so that's what I think it is. But Again, that's just my
And why do I pop and fiend for a bunch of them? And how do I stop these demons from coming in, hovering, coming in, struggling? Everyone sees how fucked up the run I'm in. Either they tease, they shut up, or rub it in. Somebody please help hush up the suffering, struggling. All my control's been sucked up to nothing, man. All of the blood gets crushed up and cut again. I follow my nose, shit snuffed up and in, cut again, suffering, struggling. Nobody knows the rough stuff that I've been in. Wherever I go, it's tough luck. I'm got it, and I'm out in the cold. No such luck, recovery.
Overloaded but so devoted, no doubt about it. Every time I got knocked down, went home and wrote about it. Every time I get cocktails, I go and slow about however.
Is this Jackson rapping now? So they both have 2 verses? Okay, that's making sense. They both have 2 verses. That's why I was thrown off. Because I was like, who the hell's on the chorus? You guys said the chorus was JT. So, and then JT sounded different on his verse. And Jackson sounded different on the first verse. I know Jackson's voice. But this sounds like a different Jackson here. What the hell, Jackson? Why do you do this to me, yo?
All my control's been sucked up to nothing, man. All of the blood gets crushed up and cut again. Follow my nose,
Why are you so versatile?
Up and in, cut again, suffering, struggling. Nobody knows the rough stuff that I've been in. Wherever I go, it's tough luck. I'm got it, and I'm out in the cold. No such luck, recovery.
Overloaded but so devoted, no doubt about it. Every time I got knocked down, went home and wrote about it. Every time I get cocktails, I go and flow about how every line I hip hop fails. I blow like COVID though I'm floating till I hip top sail. Then row my motorboat into a fucking big swamp bale. I'm soaked till I'll get out without a fucking hiccup trail. Without a broken hope, I go to open in Hotmail up on my Vodafone and wrote.
All right, yeah, what the fuck, Jackson? Come on. Okay, so the first verse is supposed to be you actually. You're sticking to the topic the entire song, and JT did too. But so I'm seeing the first verse for you specifically, Jackson, is you wanting to really showcase it with still spitting bars and whatnot, but in a more way to get the focus of the song and the struggling aspect in the addiction part of it. This time you're like, I'm just gonna get on here and just fucking start rapping my ass off. So this part, since we already got the gist of the song, I'm probably gonna be stopping to catch the bar.
Wherever I go, it's tough luck. I'm got it, and I'm out in the cold. No such luck, recovery.
So
Overloaded but so devoted, no doubt about it. Every time I got knocked down, went home and wrote about it. Every time I get cocktails, I go and flow about how every line I hip hop fails. I blow like COVID though I'm floating till I hip top sail. Then row my motorboat into a fucking big swamp bale. I'm soaked till I'll get out without a fucking hiccup trail. Without a broken hope, I go to open in Hotmail up on my Vodafone and wrote no suicide. All the dope in the brew and rye. At the moment I'm ruined from overdosing. I do and die and I'm going out chasing. I'm feeling lucid and stupefied, been elusive, but all the yoke and the smoke that I grew to hide with the scope of my problem. If they found out I'd be scrutinized, they all know I've been gobbling up all the coke I've been shooting. I say I'm out, but I'm really and pretty sure they all knew that I felt like I've been dead a long time, revolutionized. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the ambiguity to change the things that I cannot accept. Amen.
So, I love that he ended it with that, with praying like that. But that last part that he just did right there, like when you guys see me go, oh, that was because that last part, like that, he defined not the entire verse, but just this last part.
Lord, grant me scrutinized. They all know I've been gobbling up all the
right here. This literally perfectly described what my brother, like this was my brother right here. This is exactly what happened. It was coke mixed with other addictions, mixed with the depressed part of it, and this like tells the story perfectly right here.
Up on my Vodafone and wrote a note suicide. All the dope in the brew and rye. At the moment I'm ruined from overdosing. I do and die and I'm going out juicing. I'm feeling lucid and stupefied, been elusive, but all the yoke and the smoke that I grew to hide with the scope of my problem. If they found out I'd be scrutinized, they all know I've been gobbling up all the coke I've been shooting. I say I'm out, but I'm really and pretty sure they all knew that I felt like I've been dead a long time, revolutionized.
And that was him to the
serenity
T.
to accept the things I cannot change, and the ambiguity to change the things that I cannot accept. Amen.
So yes, that was fire. That was dope. I don't know if I probably said it on the last track too that I've reacted to of your song, Jackson. But I have to say right now, like, I don't care if I've said it in the past. This one was definitely my favorite. This was the best song I've heard of yours up to this point, Jackson. Or at least of the rapping on it, first and foremost. The way the song sounds, first and foremost, or second off. Third off, the aggression in it. The features you had on this were fire. the aspect of the song itself was incredible. The way you guys were able to tell the story of these and have the different, it was all, everyone had their own thing of addiction, but it was all three different mindsets of the way addiction was bothering them, which I thought was phenomenal too. So yeah, thank you for that one, Elena. That was, that was amazing. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I enjoyed every single word of it, and I enjoyed every part of it too. You know, there's certain songs I may like the flow more, I may like the content more, I may like this, but every single thing in this song hit from start to finish. So this was dope. Thank you, thank you, thank you.